Now, why on earth did I do that? Something I've continued to practice throughout my time at art school is trusting my artistic intuition. As I've grown as an artist, I've found myself relying on it more and more. I've found that trusting my intuition along with the process helps me continue to learn new skills without getting too frustrated. And since I'm diving into learning glass casting, trusting this intuition will help me out a ton. Fun fact about me, I actually come from a background of metal casting, bronze, iron, and aluminum respectively. So thankfully I'm not going into this process totally blind. In order to glass cast, I have to start by making off a lost wax casting. You might be asking, but that's not wax, that's clay. I could sculpt my form out of wax, but it's very hard to work with, and honestly, I don't really want to deal with it. So instead, I'm going to sculpt my form out of clay first, and then I'm going to take a plaster mold off of that. Then I'll be able to use the plaster mold to get a wax positive. One of the benefits of doing this is if something happens to go wrong the first time I cast this, I can make another wax positive. In fact, I could make 10 or 20 wax positives if I really ended up wanting to. There are other benefits to making the form out of the wax, which I'll talk about more in future videos. Now you might be asking, well, if you can make more copies of it, why did you make 2? Oh. The truth of the matter, I just really wasn't fucking with the first one. That being said, I think the first one really helped me kind of figure out the form and kind of play around with it in a 3D setting. I ended up putting it to the side for the rest of my day in the studio and lovingly telling it to fuck off. Learning when to walk away from a project for the day is also a very important skill to learn. I have a ton of things I want to glass cast, so for the next couple of days in my studio, I'll be working on making the clay positives. I'm really excited to be doing this and I can't wait to see how it all turns out. Also, my tripod imploded today during recording, so that was fun.
What?
Anyways, that's what I did in my studio today. See you guys tomorrow.